Welcome to our deep dive into the world of zombies. Before we unravel their cultural and scientific significance, let's journey back to the origins of zombie lore. The concept of the undead has ancient roots, with early mentions found in various cultures around the globe. In African and Caribbean traditions, particularly within Haitian Vodou, zombies were believed to be reanimated corpses controlled by a sorcerer. These tales were not just spooky stories, but also carried deeper social and moral implications. They reflected fears of enslavement and loss of autonomy, resonating with the history of colonialism and exploitation in these regions. Meanwhile, in European folklore, the idea of the restless dead appeared in tales of revenants and ghouls. These figures were often seen as harbingers of doom or punishment for moral transgressions. As we move through history, these ancient beliefs began to evolve, influenced by changing societal fears and scientific discoveries. By understanding where these myths come from, we can better appreciate their enduring impact on both our imaginations and our understanding of the world. So how did these age-old legends transform into the modern zombie we recognize today? Let's find out. Zombies have long been a staple of horror fiction, captivating audiences with tales of the undead shambling through our worst nightmares. But beyond the screams and scares, these stories tap into deeper societal fears, making us ponder our own survival in chaos. What if fiction leaped off the page and into our lives? In this section, we explore why this topic is more than just a thrilling fantasy. The allure of zombie apocalypse scenarios lies not in their fright, but in the mirror they hold up to society. By considering such extreme possibilities, we examine our vulnerabilities and resilience. Zombies have permeated popular culture, from movies and TV shows to video games and literature. Scientists have even studied real-life phenomena that resemble zombie behavior, like certain parasites and viruses. This fascination with the undead reflects our deepest anxieties and curiosities about life, death, and what lies beyond. Zombies, as we know them in Hollywood, are often depicted as mindless ghouls hungry for human flesh. But their roots are far more complex, woven into the fabric of various cultures and histories. From Haitian Vodou to modern-day science, the transformation of the zombie narrative is as fascinating as it is terrifying. In Haitian culture, zombies are dead bodies reanimated through magical means, often as a form of punishment. Translating this into scientific terms, we consider conditions that mimic zombie traits: loss of will, wandering aggression. Could a virus or a chemical imbalance create a real-world zombie? Throughout history, zombies have been a reflection of societal fears, evolving from mystical origins to scientific curiosities. Today, we explore neurological disorders and viral infections that could potentially lead to zombie-like behaviors. While Hollywood dramatizes these scenarios, the reality is a blend of myth, culture, and science. At the heart of many zombie tales lies a virus, relentless and unforgiving in its spread. This isn't far-fetched when we consider pathogens like rabies or aggressive strains of the flu. Viruses that specifically alter behavior are not mere fiction. Consider the rabies virus. It manipulates its host's behavior to enhance its own spread. Now imagine a mutated strain with a faster transmission rate and more dramatic effects on human behavior. Such a scenario sketches the edges of a possible zombie apocalypse. History has shown us the devastating potential of viral outbreaks. The SARS outbreak in 2003 and the Ebola epidemic in West Africa are stark reminders. More recently, the pandemic demonstrated how quickly a virus can spread globally, disrupting societies and economies. Scientists continuously study these pathogens to understand their behavior and develop countermeasures. Yet the possibility of a virus with zombie-like effects remains a chilling thought, pushing the boundaries of our imagination and preparedness. Neurological disorders, the brain under siege. While viruses attack the body, neurological disorders ravage the brain, sometimes altering personalities and behaviors to the extent that the person is unrecognizable. Diseases like Alzheimer's can lead to disorientation and aggression, hinting at how thin the line is between reality and nightmare. Advanced neurological conditions could theoretically be engineered or evolve naturally, leading to unforeseen consequences. If such diseases were contagious, the jump to a zombie-like pandemic isn't inconceivable. Imagine a world where neurological disorders spread like wildfire, turning the afflicted into something unrecognizable. The brain, under siege, could be the catalyst for an apocalyptic scenario, blurring the lines between humanity and monstrosity. Biological weapons, man-made apocalypse. The threat of bioterrorism adds a sinister layer to the zombie apocalypse scenario. Humanity has a history of weaponizing biology, and the creation of a pathogen with zombie-like effects is within the dark realms of possibility. Biological weapons have been developed and used throughout history, from the plague-infested corpses catapulted over city walls to anthrax spores sent through the mail. A zombie virus as a bioweapon? It's a chilling thought. Nuclear warfare could also lead to a man-made apocalypse, with radiation creating mutations. Advanced AI and autonomous weapons pose another threat, potentially turning against humanity. Climate change could trigger catastrophic events leading to societal collapse and chaos. Psychological impact, humanity's response. The psychological impact of a zombie outbreak would be profound. Fear, paranoia, and hysteria could spread faster than the virus itself, fragmenting the very social fabric we rely on. Survivors would need to adapt psychologically, developing coping mechanisms to deal with the constant threat. The mental resilience required would redefine what it means to be human. Isolation and loneliness would become common, yet paradoxically, community bonds could strengthen as people band together. The long-term psychological trauma would be immense, but hope and resilience would drive humanity forward. Economic collapse, financial fallout. An apocalypse would undoubtedly cripple economies. With major cities overrun, the pillars of global finance would crumble. The focus would shift from wealth accumulation to basic survival. In such a world, traditional currency might lose its value, replaced by barter systems or survival-based economies. The economic landscape would be as unrecognizable as the social one. Stock markets would crash, leaving trading floors empty. Banks would close and financial institutions would be in ruins. People would scavenge for resources, prioritizing survival over wealth. Military and government response. In the face of a zombie apocalypse, governments and military forces worldwide would be under immense pressure to act. Emergency measures would be implemented, ranging from martial law to mass evacuations. The effectiveness of these responses would hinge on the nature of the outbreak and the readiness of the forces. International cooperation could be the key to survival or an additional layer of chaos. Military strategists would need to quickly adapt to the evolving threat, while government officials coordinate resources and information. Global military alliances might be tested, but could also provide a unified front against the undead. Collaboration between civilian and military sectors would be crucial for maintaining order and ensuring survival. Survival strategies, living through the undead. Surviving a zombie apocalypse requires more than just running and hiding. It demands a comprehensive understanding of survival tactics, from securing food and water to fortifying shelters. Communities that band together would stand a better chance than lone survivors. The survivalist movements of today offer a glimpse into the preparations that could one day prove essential. Additionally, mastering first aid, medical skills, and setting up communication systems are crucial for long-term survival. Cultural impact, media and morality. Zombie apocalypses permeate more than just horror genres. They influence philosophical thought and ethical debates. What rights would a zombified human retain? How do we weigh survival against humanity? These narratives also prepare us psychologically, allowing us to process fear and uncertainty in a controlled environment. They foster resilience through storytelling. Zombies have a profound cultural impact, shaping media and society. From themed events to community gatherings, they bring people together. Scholars analyze their cultural significance, deepening our understanding. Creative expressions and cultural artifacts reflect their lasting influence. Scientific community's view. Most scientists view the classic zombie apocalypse as highly unlikely. However, exploring extreme scenarios can spur advancements in medicine and technology aimed at preventing or responding to pandemics. The dialogue between science and society is crucial. Understanding the boundaries between plausible and implausible helps us prepare for real-world threats, even as we indulge in fictional extremes. Engaging the public with scientific research fosters awareness and readiness for potential pandemics. Conclusion. Reality check. While a zombie apocalypse remains within the realm of fiction, the exploration of such a scenario sheds light on real-world vulnerabilities and strengths. It highlights the importance of scientific innovation, preparedness, and ethical consideration. Whether facing fictional undead or real-world threats, the resilience and adaptability of humanity remain our greatest assets. Let's learn from these tales not to fear the impossible, but to prepare for the improbable. Our ingenuity and cooperation can overcome any challenge, so let's face the future with hope and determination. United, we can tackle whatever comes our way. Could zombies take over?